and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is full face using wet brushes. So there is no beauty blenders involved whatsoever, and I will show you my brushes as well just to clarify that they are wet. But yeah, if you want to see this face cake team makeup using wet brushes, then please stay tuned. So just to clarify, I've got no makeup on whatsoever. And I just want to clarify, because I know people are probably not going to believe me, I have my mug here full of water and my brushes that I'm going to need, and they are wet. Look, that is just to prove that they're wet. And I do, oh, Lily spilt it, I do have some tissue here as well, just to get all the really wetness out of it. So it's still wet, but not dripping wet, so it's going to ruin my makeup. I'm just going to say RIP to my makeup right now, because it's going to be in a mess, in a state, and very horrible. That is why I've picked not my best and my expensive makeup, if you guys know what I mean, because it's going to get ruined. So if you want to know how I transform my face, then keep watching. There is no beauty blenders involved. I'm either going to be using my hands or using me wet brushes. There's no beauty blenders involved whatsoever. There's no dry brushes whatsoever. It's just wet brushes. Don't know how this is going to pan out. I do have my mirror here, so if you see me looking like this, then that is the reason why, because I have my mirror here. But yeah, I do apologise for the lighting. I have tried to make it a little bit better. I don't have a ring light at the moment, but when I do get one, obviously it'll be here, there and everywhere. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get into it, shall we, before I start rambling on, because I've done the intro and now you're here to watch the video, and it's been 1 minute and 40 seconds and I've not even started. So let's get into it, shall we? So primer. So I'm just going in with my Body Shop primer. It's very new and I haven't used it, so just trying it out now. I don't know how you guys apply your primer, but I always use my fingers. So I don't use brushes for primer. Some people do, some people don't. Some people use beauty blenders for using primers, but I don't. So I'm just going to place some primer on my fingers. Oh god, I've never used this one before. It's very kind of jelly-like. And I'm just going to place it all over my face. It feels really weird. Feels like kind of jelly-like. Right. So that's my primer done. Now moving on to foundation. So the foundation that I have picked out is the Body Shop foundation in the shade medium to fair 02. So I actually use makeup. Sometimes I use I'm using a makeup brush first, and then I use a beauty blender just to face it out and make it a little bit more compact and everything. But as this is a full face using wet brushes, I can only use a wet brush. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to squeeze some foundation all over my face. So everywhere that I need foundation, basically. Oh god, I've never used this one before. Let's just put that there. That's it. I've never used this one before, so it's a very new one. So I'm just going to grab my foundation brush. As you can hear, it is completely drenched, so what I'm going to do is just get some of the water off so it's not completely drenched. So I've got my wet foundation brush. It's soaked, just so you guys know, and I just had to damp it because it was dripping wet. So here we go. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm excited but nervous because I don't know what it's going to be like. So here guys. So I have never used this foundation before, guys, so I'm excited to see what it's like. It looks a bit dark, to be honest, but we'll go with it. Smells nice. Really does smell nice. At the moment, where the brush is wet, it's just soaking up loads and loads of the soaking up loads and loads of the product, and it's kind of hard to like move it about. But let's see what happens. It looks a bit orange, to be honest, so I think this colour is not for me, to be honest. I'm trying to blend it out as much as I can to make it a bit more of my colour. But again, I'm not using any beauty blenders whatsoever. No beauty blenders, just wet brushes. So let's try and do this as much as I can. Where the brush is, like I said, where the brush is so wet, it's soaking up most of the product and making it more liquidy than it normally is, if you know what I mean. But this product, it's okay. This foundation's okay, but I think it's a bit too dark for my skin. I don't know how you guys are seeing this, because on camera it looks okay, but it looks completely orange. Let me dip it in water again. Right, yeah, it looks completely orange. I don't think this is my colour whatsoever. Let's blend that out a bit more. If I would have put a little bit on, maybe, but sorry if you can hear any outside noises as well. It's gone all into my hairline and everything. Oh God. Right, I don't want this video being mostly about me trying to do my foundation, but it's too dark. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go off camera, sort it out, because it looks just too orange and I don't like it. It's just really, really horrible. It's made it, I think it's either where the brush is so wet and it's picking up most of the product, or it's where I've put the product on my face. But I think that I put too much on, because normally I go for medium and it works perfectly fine. But like I said, I don't know how you guys are picking this up on camera. If I come closer, maybe you'll be able to see better. But it looks a bit too orange. So I'm going to go off camera quickly, sort it out, make it look a little bit better than just an orange tango mess, basically. Okay, I'm back, guys. I have done the best I can. Still looks a little bit orange, but that's probably due to my fault where I've put the wrong product shade on or a bit too much. But yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. So it's okay. It's just a little bit more liquidy and it's just spreading everywhere. So moving on to concealer, I have this concealer stick. This is the Makeup Revolution Focus and Fix Eye Primer, but I use this as concealer. I'm actually running really, really low. I do want to try out the new concealers that they have as well. So I'm just going to place this under my eye. I want to grab my hands on the new Makeup Revolution makeup, but obviously where I'm working, I don't have that much money sometimes because we've got bills to pay, and we want to afford a new sofa, so it's just really, really, really tight at the moment, but we will get there. Okay, so I'm just going to place concealer underneath. Again, I normally use Beauty Blender to blend this out, but because it's a full face using wet brushes, I'm not allowed. So that is my concealer. I've got an annoying unwanted friend there and there, so I'm just going to cover them guys up as well. Oh, and I've got one on the side of my nose. There. I'm due to come on, guys, so probably TMI, but I'm due to come on. So I'm just going to go and grab a brush. I can find the right one. Oh. No, that's not the one I use. just used my foundation brush that I used. Again, dab it so it's not soaking wet, and again I'm just going to place that on. Again, where the brush is wet, it's making the concealer go everywhere. And I'm sorry about the faces I pull as well. I think everyone has all those faces that they pull. And I'm not really liking this, to be honest, because where your brush is wet and you're trying to place the concealer on, it's rubbing off the foundation underneath. So I'm not really enjoying this at the moment so far, but it's a content for you guys, and I will do any other videos that you guys would like to see. Please let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, I'm not really liking this, to be honest, because the concealer is going everywhere and it's rubbing off the foundation as well. So it's not, this video might be okay, it might turn out okay, but I personally think it's not going well. I put one product, I can't speak, what is wrong with me. I put one product on and it's rubbing all the others off, so, and it is so annoying. Right, that is the best I can do with the concealer. Just poke myself in the eye. That's the best I can do with the concealer at the moment. So that's the concealer. Next is powder. I'm just going to put this concealer away. Next is powder. So I'm using my Rimmel London Stay Matte powder in the shade 005 Silk Beige. Again, I'm using wet brushes. So just grab my... Oh, really got water absolutely everywhere. Great start. So my brush is completely wet as usual. It's making me itch a bit now. So RIP to my makeup, because it's not going to be the same again. So I'm just going to dab it into, or swirl it around in my powder. And I can actually prove to you guys that my brushes are actually wet. There you go. It's making my Stay Matte powder all wet. So there's hardly any product on the brush. So I'm just going to go a little bit harder. So I've got a little bit more product on. I'm just going to do what I normally do, is dab it on underneath my eyes. Like I said, this makeup is not going to turn out right. Like I said last time when I was doing the concealer, it was just rubbing off the foundation, but where I'm dabbing it, it's just dabbing off the makeup under my eye there. I don't know if you guys can see, but my makeup's actually coming off, and where the brushes are so wet, it's making my face completely wet. So I'm actually drenched right now with how wet my face is. So I've just done my setting powder as normal. Well, as normal as it can be anyway. I'm just completely soaked in water. Face is so wet. I don't know if you guys can actually see how wet I am. But yeah, that's me powder. Oh, nearly put the brush in the wrong way around. So I've just done my powder in my face. So next thing is, I sometimes do bronzer, then contour, but I will give it a go. So I'm just going to do a little bit of bronzer first. So this is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Bronze Bronzer. I absolutely love this. Again, it's hitting the pan. That is how much I love it. Then I'm just going to get my brush, take some of the white off so it's not completely soaked and I haven't got water dripping everywhere. So again, just dab it into the product. That's what it looks like. Obviously the product has literally gone onto the brush, so I've got to be really careful. Sometimes, not sometimes, all the times when I go like that, I just literally go like that. But where it's a wet brush, it soaks up so much product. It's unbelievable. Okay, so I've got to be careful how I do this because it might turn out wrong and it might ruin the makeup. Well, it couldn't have get any more worse. I'm just lightly putting the bronzer on just so I can bronze my face so it looks a bit more bronzed. It's probably turning out horrible. I probably look like an orange tango, and I do apologise for that. But I sometimes put bronzer on. I don't know if you guys do it, but I sometimes put bronzer on just to perk up my face a bit because it looks a bit completely white, and where it's winter and we haven't got no summer yet, I can't get out in the garden and sunbathe and get a nice tan. So that is why I put bronzer on sometimes, just to give my face a little bit of an extra tan. But obviously where I'm using wet brushes, it's making it look a little bit worse than normal. But that's the best I can do it at the moment. So that's my bronzer. At the moment I've got a little bit patchy there by my eyebrows where the foundation and concealer is. Obviously I can't do nothing about that. So next is contour. So if you have seen my previous videos, you know what contour palette I normally use. But for this video only, I'm just going to use this contour palette. This is the Katie Price contour kit. Simply reason is because that other contour kit is brand new and I've got it for Christmas from my advent calendar and I do not want to destroy it. It's so beautiful, and where I've got loads of these I can ruin them. Basically I can get them ruined. So yeah, as you can see I've been using it so much. Let's try and show you. There we go. So I'm just going to get my brush, my wet brush. Tissue is soaked. I might have to go and get another one soon. Literally drenched in water. So I've got my wet brush again. So for contour, I just obviously go in with the product. I don't go in with the dark colour, but as you can see where it's wet, it's gone really, really dark. So okay, I don't know how I'm going to blend this in. That was just me closing this, by the way. I don't know how this is going to work out. I really do not know. I don't know if it's going to work out brilliant or not. Oh, God. Great on jawline. See what I mean? How dark it is? It's not normally that dark, but because where the brush is wet. Oh my God. Oh my God, what is going on? Oh, why have I chosen to do this? I literally do not know. Okay, so I'm trying to blend this in as much as I can. God, what have I done to myself? Look, it looks a bit, I don't know, patchy here. So it's not looking great this side. Not looking great at all. Them bits actually blended in pretty well. It's just where the jawline is, it's really hard to blend it out. But I will try my best as much as I can. Like I said, they're all wet brushes, so it's really, really hard to blend it out. I don't know whether my makeup's okay or not, because where I keep putting product on product on product, using wet brushes, I don't know if it's actually working, or working, what am I on about working? Whether it's actually putting the makeup on, or just taking the makeup off. My face does look a little bit orange, and I do apologise for that. But at this moment in time where I'm doing this video, I can't do nothing about that. But that's the only. This is the only point about doing this video, like showing you guys what it's looking like. And I do apologise for the lighting as well. I've got blinds open, so the sun's coming in and out. So I do apologise for that. Like I said in the intro, I don't have a ring light, so I'm just using natural lighting downstairs at the moment. Upstairs I do have my Hollywood mirror, but yeah, that's upstairs and it's attached to my dressing table. So okay, I've done the best as I can with that. I can't do any more because I just look like a tango mess. I really do. I just, at this moment in time, I've not even done all my makeup yet. At this moment in time, I do not like it whatsoever. I'm so glad it's only for this video. Oh, pardon me. For this video and this video only. So that has been my contour. So now it's my highlights. So I'm just going to grab this little mini one. This is the Makeup Revolution Pressed Highlighter Peach Kiss. I've got so many of these little minis so I can ruin them. Just grab my highlighting brush out of the water and just give it a little press. Put it in the water. In the water? In the water! Yes! Put it in the water, Lauren. Put it in my highlighter product. I don't know how this is going to work out. My face is absolutely soaked right now. There's nothing I can do about that. Stick the highlighter on there. I don't know if the highlighter is actually working, because I can't actually tell right now. Or maybe it's working on that side, but not on that side. Okay, I've got more highlighter on that side than I do on that side, but that's the whole point of it. So that's the highlighter done. It's made it go on there, which I'm absolutely loving, but it's a little bit too bright. But it made it a little bit on there, I think, that I can see. If you're new to this channel and you've just joined this video, if you keep seeing me looking like this, it's because I have my mirror here, just to prove I have a mirror here. I really do have a mirror here. Okay, and if you don't believe me, I do have wet brushes. Here's a mug full of water, full of wet brushes. And I will prove they are wet, because they are dripping wet. Just to all the people that's just joined up this video. So the next section I'm going to do is my eyes. So I have this eyeshadow palette. This is the Primark and PS and Nude Addiction eyeshadow palette. This looks like the dupe of the Huda Beauty, which I actually quite like. So I'm just going to grab a brush, dab it so it's not soaking wet and dripping wet. So I'm just going to go into the lighter colour. So if you can hear noises in the background as well. And I'm just going to put that on my lid. Wow, that is pretty dark, and I hope that can blend in. I really do. Oh no, I don't think it will blend in. I will use my blending brush in a second. Let me just exactly the same on this side. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not too happy about this. Not too happy at all. It's come on so thick. It's taken so much product from the palette to the wet brush, and I don't think it's going to blend, but I will try and blend it out if I can. Where's my brush? There it is. Right. Okay, so try and blend some of that out. I was going to do two colours, but from looking at this colour, no. Where I'm blending it, it's rubbing half of it off because the brush is so wet. Oh, God. I do apologise if this video is not what you expected, but this just gives you an idea of what happens when you mix wet brushes into your makeup. It just does not go on right. So I'm just going to blend this out. I'm not going to put another colour on top because it's just going to go absolutely wrong and horrible, and it's just going to rub off absolutely everything. But that's the best I can do for my shadow. I can't do any better. I'm going to give a close-up look for you guys. It's not the best, and it's certainly not the worst I've ever had my makeup done, but look, see that there's orange strip there in my hairline. I don't know, and I don't think that this makeup can get any better. It might look better on the camera than it does in real life, but it certainly does not look better to me. It really doesn't. Anyway, moving on to the next bit. For mascara, obviously you can't wet mascara, but I've just got this Bare Minerals Lash Top Mascara. So I'm just going to put that on my lashes. I think mascara, primer and eyeliner and setting spray and lip glosses and stuff are the only ones that's going to go right, because you don't use makeup brushes for them. So that's the mascara. For eyeliner, I have just gone with this Avon True Colour Glimmer Stick eyeliner in the shade Satin Grey. I've only used this once, but I don't know what it's going to feel like on wet makeup. It's really, really weird. Where your face is so wet, it's trying to draw a line, but it's not happening. Plus talking don't help as well, so. Okay, that's the best I can do with that. That is just terrible. Sorry about that, guys. So next is brows. So I do have two products for brows. My first one is this. This is the Wink Luxe Uni Brow Pencil. So obviously one side I've got the pencil and the other side I have the brush, if I can find it. So there. And then I have this. This is the Model Co Clear Brow Gel. This is the gel that I'm going to put on top of this. So I'm going to do this one first. So I'm just going to brush through my brows, and I don't know if you guys are picking this up, but I've got some product in my brows as well. I've got loads of foundation, concealer, all in my brows. Concealer as well. So it's really hard to brush through them at the moment. I will show you my brush that it has got concealer and foundation in, because can you see that? I don't know if you guys are picking that up, but you probably ain't. It's got concealer and foundation all in the brush. So I'm just going to go in with the pencil just to make my brows look a little bit darker, but penciled in as well. Okay. Don't know if you guys are actually liking this video. If you actually do like this video, please give it a like. And if you want anything more like this video, then please let me know. Then I'm just going to go in with the Clear Brow Gel, which I got from my glossy box. So I'm just going to go over with clear gel over the top of what I've just done, just to give it a little bit of a gel in and make it a little bit more natural. Okay, and then that is that part done. So what I'm going to do, the next part is the lips, and then onto setting spray. So I'm almost finished, guys. So lips. The first bits for my lips, I've got the Carmex just to put on my lips to make it a little bit moisture, because I don't know about you guys, but especially in the winter, I get very, very cracked lips and horrible lips, and I don't like very dry lips as well, so I go in with Carmex. Then my lip pencil is a Rimmel London pencil in the shade Addiction, which I actually quite like. Then I've got this new lip gloss which I got for Christmas from my sister. It came in a set. This is the Beauty Glazed Kissing lipstick, matte liquid lipstick in the shade Candy K. And then I got this Floss lip gloss from Glossy Box, and the shade is ATH. That's all that says on there. I got this from Glossy Box. If you want to know where anything's from in this video, then please let me know in the description box below. In the comment section below, not the description box below, in the comment section below, and I will tell you where things are from or where you can get other things. So first things first is the Carmex. Sometimes I do it by my finger and sometimes I do it by brush, but as I have a brush for it, I'm going to use a brush. So I get my wet brush. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I use my finger, but whenever I don't like my finger getting all sticky, I use a brush. So just dipping my brush in there, and it's made it go all liquidy, not liquidy, but a bit more like a paste. So just going to place that all over my lips. Okay, so that's the Carmex bit done. And then obviously for the rest of it you don't need brushes. So my lip pencil, obviously you don't need a makeup brush for this. I don't know about you guys, but when I outline my lips, I sometimes colour in a little bit as well in the middle. So it gives it a little bit of an extra colour. Then for lip gloss, not lip gloss, lipstick, sorry, use it with this one. Oh, quite like this colour actually. Quite a nice colour. Quite a nice colour, I really do like that. And then for lip gloss, this Voss lip Voss? What am I saying Voss for? Floss lip gloss. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it smells nice and all. Oh. Smells of like sweets. Oh, it smells really nice. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit more lip gloss on. Okay, then last but not least is setting spray. I have gone for the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I'm literally obsessed with this. I absolutely love it. Every time I do my makeup, I use this all the time. I can't remember what I used to have before I got this, but I've got so many setting sprays. If you've seen my makeup organisation or something like that, or my makeup collection, I think it's my makeup collection. If you've seen that video, you had seen all of my setting sprays and how many I've got. But this is my favourite one of all time. I'm still trying to grab my hands on the Urban Decay makeup so I can try that out, but if the makeup is as good as this, then I'm in heaven. Literally in heaven. Literally in heaven. But yeah, I'm trying to grab my hands on the Urban Decay makeup so I can try that out. But I got this in Butlins for Christmas. So yeah, and I absolutely love it, and I have not stopped using it ever since. So I'm just going to place this on over my face. It smells incredible as well. If you guys have always heard about it but never used it because you're scared or you don't know what the reviews are like, I am highly, highly, highly recommending this as the best setting spray ever. I've not used all the others that's out there, and I would love to, but yeah, my face is absolutely soaked right now. But yeah, so that is all of the makeup complete. I'm just going to give you a close-up look and show you what the makeup looks like. So as you can see, the highlighters on, my eyeshadow, my lips. So I just gave you a look of what the makeup looks like. So I hope you guys quite like it. So guys, that is the end of this video. If you have liked this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, and don't forget to turn your notification bell on so you are notified every time I upload. Quick review of this whole makeup and the whole situation. I do not recommend anyone to do it for every day. I only done it simply because I was doing this video for you guys. I would not do it every single day because one, I do not have the time, and two, it just ruins your makeup. It just gets so ruined and it's so horrible, and you're paying all that money for the makeup and you're just going to ruin it. So yeah, I do not highly recommend anyone doing this. But for the overall makeup look itself, I think the foundation was a bit too dark and it was not in my shade. I got it as a starter kit from my Body Shop, so I didn't have a choice of what shade I needed, but it was a bit too dark. It's either too dark to my skin, or I put a bit too much on because it went a bit orange. As everything's all drying, I think the eyeshadows actually turned out pretty well than I thought. When I placed it on, it looked a bit too dark, and I thought, oh my god, how am I going to blend this out, you know. The eyeshadow has turned out pretty well. The lips I am absolutely in love with because I never used any brushes on my lips because you don't need to. But yeah, it's turned out okay in the end, but I don't highly recommend anyone doing this as an everyday thing. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other video recommendations, then please let me know in the comment section below. Again, if you want to know where all of my makeup's from or where I bought it from, then please let me know. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video. If you watch my videos but don't like or subscribe it, then please head over to the subscribe button. I would love to have you onto my family. I've only just started out a few months ago or whatever as a YouTuber, and I'm really enjoying it and I'm loving every single minute of it, and I want to carry it on, maybe one day turn this into a full career. But anyway, I'm going to shut up and end this video before this video becomes very long for you guys. But yeah, if you have any other video recommendations, please let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and click on the notification bell on so you are notified every time I upload. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.